Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and children of all ages, we're back at it again. Let's get it on. Now, y'all don't know me. Hell, I don't know y'all. My grandkids and my kids, for as long as they can remember, they only remember Bald Daddy. They never knew the 20-year-old me that had hair halfway down my back, curly, blonde, and looked good, and was a very significant part of me getting girls way out of my league. For some reason, a good-looking woman cannot resist a sexy thing like this with curly blonde hair. Then I grew up and started going to college and ended up working for some of the top Fortune 500 companies in America. Most of them didn't look too highly on people with long hair. But the fact that I got hired with long hair said a lot. Now, with that being said, I ended up with a high and tight and working corporate America for years. Then one glorious day, sold my business, out looking for a job, still had my high and tight, paying my $40 every couple of weeks to go get my hair trimmed up, look good, no goatee, I wouldn't even wear my earrings back then. I ended up getting hired for a job working for Harley Davidson. One day I was kind of looking around and I realized most of these cats got some long hair. Some are bald, some just regular. I realized there was no rule on having long hair. And I kind of missed it. I like it when the girls play with my hair in the back, Oh, makes Big Daddy get frisky. Well, I started growing it. And working for Harley as one of their managers, and man, that was one of the best times of my life, I promise you that. But I'd work in motor clothes, where they sell the shirts and all the apparel and rings and jewelry and glasses. So, of course, in a place like that, there's lots of mirrors. I'm walking toward a mirror one day, and there's one right behind me. And right about here, I see this nice shiny spot. Now, I've got hair down, touching my shoulders and beyond. But I can see a spot about yay big, as shiny as hell, where Big Daddy's getting a thin spot. I always made fun of those guys that grew their hair long and pretty much had no hair back here, and it was thin, and they combed it and grew it longer and longer, and it's like, dude, give it up. I realized at that point in time, I'd really never seen that shiny spot. Nobody had ever mentioned it to me, and I realized, I am one of those guys now. Oh my God, I'm one of those guys I made fun of. I think it was a Friday night. I went home and I had a pair of clippers, clippers. Kids are in bed, or kids are in their rooms playing, wife's at work. I go in the bathroom and pull out them clippers. I said, I'm going to solve this problem. And I started, well, these clippers hadn't been cleaned or oiled or anything in 4 or 5 years. They got stuck in my head. I couldn't get them out. I had to go in the kitchen, get a steak knife, and saw that shit out, with leaving one huge clump missing right here. I told the kids real quick I was running to Walmart after I put a beanie on to cover everything up. I ran to Walmart and bought me about a $40, $50 pair of hair clippers. Came back home and buzzed everything about, well, it started off about like that. And I kept putting on the shorter guard and running it over my head until I had no guard. Now, my oldest daughter, Ashley, she wanted to be a beautician, nail technician. And I went and got her and said, hey, come here, kiddo. I had my shaving mug and my nice Bic razor. And I said, look, I've never done this. You want to be a beauty technician? Well, somebody's going to show up and want their head shaved. You're about to shave daddy's head. As long as you promise not to tell Brenda I did it. And I shaved my head. And of course, I got picked fun on and this, that, and the other. But while I worked for Harley, I also assisted the program manager for the Rider's Edge program, and she was marketing director. I loved to work with her, Stephanie. Well, anyway, it was coming up Oktoberfest. It was nice. It was beautiful. It was cool out. You know, cool enough to wear a beanie, especially on a freshly bald head that's fish belly white. But what happened at Oktoberfest is why I will never grow hair again on my head. Now, it's never happened since, but there is hopeful wishing. While I'm out there promoting Harley Davidsons, you know, talking about our product, our shirts and stuff like this, I had a man and a woman walk up. And of course, a woman, she had picked a couple of cantaloupes, or excuse me, better yet, watermelons, and she was hiding them in her shirt. Except for right down the middle. You know, she had one of them spring tops. And right in front of my fellow worker and marketing director and pretty much boss. She goes, my husband told me if I could do this if I ever found somebody willing. And I said, and what is that, honey? This. And she grabbed me by the back of the head, buried me face first down in them titties, went like this, and proceeded to plant a couple of kisses on top of my head. Now, I can't say it really embarrassed me. Caught me off guard. Shocked me a little bit. Put a smile on my face that you could have knocked off with a 2x4 and a Louisville Slugger. I had two little lipstick prints right up there. Stephanie went to go wipe it off and said, don't you dare. Don't you dare. I love it. Well, evidently there was another woman not far away. She didn't have her husband, but she was working her way up to some liquid courage because she wanted to do the same thing. She kind of said she's always wanted to do it to a cute bald man. And I said, do what? What I saw get done to you earlier. And she reached up. Now, she was a little bit on the shorter side, so I kind of had to lean down, and I did not mind. This time when I got put down there, I motorboated the hell out them suckers. She laughed, I laughed, and somebody asked me about that wedding ring on my finger. Well, she hates my bald head, and they love it, so I don't care. So basically what I'm telling you, all you ladies out there, big ones, little ones, medium-sized ones, you want to make a bald man's day? Let him motorboat them puppies. And plant a kiss right on top of his head. There's a reason we are bald. Because God only created so many perfect heads. The rest he covered in hair. Peace, love, and nacho grease. Catch you on the flip side.